Alright, I'm back. Let me take a sip of this real quick. Alright, so I'm back. Sorry about that last video. I like started it and then took off. I didn't even notice how fucking close it was to the time I had to leave. But anyways, it's kind of good that I did stop it because then I realized it was a video from yesterday, and it didn't have much in it. You know what I mean? It has a little bit, it's just a couple funny parts, whatever. But I wanted to go back because I realized I don't know enough about Morbid, and then I don't know enough about like what has been told to Ernie, like what his steps were into getting this dude, and like I want to, for my own peace of mind or whatever, I want to know like what stories were told to Ernie. Plus, Ernie was fucking disrespecting Granny, going at her, talking shit to her. Is what I think is he was on her panel the other day, and what I think is he thought he could just fucking bullshit Granny, and Jess, she's got a fucking brain. She can see right through his bullshit. I mean, she even said it today. I think it was like yesterday or something when I went on her panel, and I was like, "Yo, I apologize for going off on her and talking over her and all that." She said I didn't have to do it, which I mean, you know, that's nice of her to say, but yeah, it was her house, it's her channel, and to be honest with you, I just disregarded like all her rules for. I shouldn't say I disregarded. I just got caught up. You know what I mean? Because this dude, he needs a beat. He needs to be beat and put in jail, not more. I'm talking about Ernie. Ernie needs to be beat. He needs to be put in jail, something, because he needs to understand what accountability is. He needs to realize that his actions have consequences. He just runs around and does whatever he wants, and anytime shit gets too real, he freaks out and plays the mental game and takes off for a little bit. He says, "Oh, for my own health, these people," and he does the whole victim thing, and they did this to me, and they ruined my life, and how many jobs has Kemper had me fired from and taken from me? None of that shit would ever happen if you didn't fucking act like a fucking asshole. And I'm not saying Kemper even fucking did anything to you. This is all in Ernie's head. Nobody did any of that shit except him. He considers people calling him out and being real. He considers that attacking him and shit. He considers that he's a victim if that happens. Ernie likes to run around and portray himself as this fucking badass. Like he taps in everything. He was calling himself an outlaw the other day. You know what I mean? Because I guess because he's on the fucking run, and now he's going to try and embrace that. So he's got to fall into this whole new role from when he gets arrested and gets locked up. He's got to pretend to be amongst his own people. He's got to pretend to be one of them. You know what I mean? But believe me, they'll see right through that shit. Plus, I mean, all I need to know is what facility he's at. Remember, he was trying to get Rat. Remember when Rat got locked up and he was trying to get bad things to happen to Rap and all that kind of shit? Well, all that shit that he was trying to do to Rap is just going to happen to him in there, naturally. Nobody would even have to chime in. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even have to call in any favors, none of that shit. You know what I mean? That's the thing about being stamped and being solid behind the walls and in the life of a fucking criminal. I'm not glorifying it. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying, like, when motherfuckers know you're a thorough dude and they know shit is real with you, even if you're not living a criminal life anymore, motherfuckers be like, "Oh yeah, I know such and such." Now I don't know nobody from Kentucky, but I know there's people in there that ain't going to be going for his bullshit. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't glorify any of that shit. Like I said before, I'm just proud of what I overcame. And I see a lot of people. I'm gonna go. There's like a live chat. You know what I mean? The people in here chatting shit. Uh, some of them were saying it when I was on Granny's panel. Like, must be hard for you to get a job. Why are you glorifying this? Are you proud of this? Shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem getting a job. I don't need to have. I don't need to go out and look for a job. All right, I'm my own boss. I do what I want. And then as far as glorifying it, no. But I'm not gonna lie, I had some fucking fun times in prison. I had to that's the life that, I mean, look, you gotta laugh to hide the tears. You know what I mean? Sometimes I gotta look at things a certain way, otherwise that shit'll eat you up. You know what I mean? I'm not that person no more. I never, hid who I was or any of that kind of shit. Ernie has to. He can't be a part of any reality. It's just too much for him. he can't exist in reality, because then his fraudness, his fake shit, his fake side, and the bullshit about him comes right out. But anyways, I think this is a part where May is going to come up. She's going to tell Ernie all about Morbid. Okay, and like I skipped through it. I think this is the one. But yeah, like I started that video earlier, and I realized, wait a second, this is from yesterday, and I'm like, well, wait, half the stuff that I'm listening to, I'm like, I wanted to go back, and so I apologize for everybody that's probably already seen this video or this live stream from Ernie. But earlier, he mentioned something in his in the last video I did. I mentioned something. He was saying he'll say something similar in this video. He talks about like when people get scared, when they're caught, when they get scared, they try to get rid of stuff. He talks about I think in this video here, the world is yours, reach out and take it video. Anyways, he talks about like Morbid's probably gonna try and take everything down and hide it and shit like that. He just assumes people are going to do that kind of shit. You know why? Because he does that kind of shit. And like I said, he did it with Shelby's trial. He tried to get rid of the laptop. Now, I know there was, like I said, he was on a gay website on there, which is fine. Whatever. That's my point is the mayor that got killed, Ronnie King. He was an openly gay man out in the open about it. And I'm not sure if Ernie would have been connected to him, like, doing some freak shit on the side and wanted to get rid of it. Like, if they found it and think, oh, well, like, you came over to do something with them. Because there was other DNA there that wasn't identified. And that's a big part of why Ernie doesn't want anybody taking his DNA. But the thing is, I'm not sure if it's I don't know if it's like this in Kentucky, but in 2001 when I got the robbery case, when I was in jail, after I got 2 years probation for it, but I don't fucking listen to people, so I just did whatever I wanted. I ended up getting locked up for absconding and fucking hot urines. But when I got locked up, they passed a law in Pennsylvania. It was like maybe late 2001, something like that, where anybody that was convicted of a felony or some sort of like a violent charge or like an assault or something like that, that you have to give up your DNA, so it's on file all the time. So back then they came and took your blood. Now they just swab you. But Ernie's terrified of anything like that. He can't have it because for some reason he does, no, not for some reason. He did some bullshit. He used to try and say, what was it? They can't get my fucking DNA. I'm a fucking half a fucking wolf, half a fucking werewolf, half a fucking super soldier. My DNA ain't on the fucking file, and you'll never fucking find it. And my daddy that didn't love me used to be a werewolf, and all that crazy shit. But anyways, so Ernie tried to destroy that shit. So and then he goes out and then he says now like something about Morbid. He's going to delete this store. He's going to take down this. And then if you listen to Ernie, and this happens with more than just like him talking about somebody deleting something. If you listen to Ernie, he'll tell you exactly what gets him going, what pisses him off, what scares him, okay? And how he tells you that is by what he does. So if he fucking starts attacking somebody and trying to demonize them and shit like that, that's what he thinks will work for people. You get it? Because that's what he's like, ooh, like, all right, so example, him and Jimbo, now I'm not digging at Jimbo, don't take it like this, I'm just giving you guys an example. It was about a year and a half ago, something like that. It was after, like, Jimbo was going after Ernie, and then everything got cool, and Ernie was like staying at Jimbo's or something like that. And this was when Ernie was calling everybody. We were in some sort of big pedophile ring and we were organ traffickers and shit like that. I mean, he even drugged this lady, Liz Gaspari, into it. Like, he was gonna go. I mean, she's she's fucking cool as shit too, man. That lady, she's funny and she's fucking cool as shit. But that's besides the point. Anyways, fucking yeah, he goes to the fucking like fakes a police, like he's reporting these people, and Jimbo did it with him. Now I don't know, they may have walked into a police station and said these things, but it didn't go past that. You know what I mean? So Ernie, by him doing that, shows you what he thinks, is scary. Ooh, I'll do this to him. That'll make him shit their fucking pants. You get me? Like, he'll do it. And because he thinks it's fucking scary. Like, if somebody did that to him, oh my God. It's true, though. I bet you he'll shit his pants even from me just mentioning the Shelby thing and the DNA thing. That's how it is. And plus, the other thing about it was, there was something with a woman where Mr. fucking Ernie Shell doesn't beat women, right? But he fucking held this broad down on the fucking bed, told her he fucking put a pillow over her head and fucking shoot through it. And guess what happened to fucking Rodney King? Somebody held a pillow over his head and shot through it. Now, I'm not saying that's his signature move and he's the only one that could ever do that, but you get what I'm saying, right? Anyways, I think I have a couple timestamps marked down here, but shit, I forget. I checked so many different videos today, I forget exactly which one is which. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this in this video, but I pulled Ernie's record, and I got, I got his leaving the scene of an accident charges. I got his driving without a license, public intoxication, the receiving stolen property when he stole a van over $10,000, which in the state of Kentucky, it goes up to, if it's $1,000 to $10,000, it's a Class C. I think Class C. Yeah, I could have C and D mixed up. I'll look though, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it in this one. But yeah, Ernie like say, I had no felonies. I wouldn't do no felonies. Yes, you were. I'll prove it to you, and I'll show you the statute. I'll show you the law as well. Anyways, I don't know if I'm putting it, but let's listen to these people suck each other's assholes and fucking lie. All right, and Ernie, he's got to put on his deep voice. He's got to be fucking Dark Knight for May. Look at this. The coolest one looking up there is the old head broad right now up there at the top. She looks fucking. I'd hang out with that. I'd hang out with her before I'd hang out with fucking baby hands and I don't even know what that is down there. It looks like somebody put lipstick on their pinky toe and drew some eyes on it. The broad down there at the bottom, MEH. Anyways,
thank you.
All right,
thank you so
y'all
much.
be careful. Be good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And no, I'm not jealous of Paper Cunt Tina.
Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, that's the fucking. She seems cool. I don't know her. I mean, she may have been the same lady that was up there when I went up. And I came back and say, I'd like to apologize to Jess or whatever. She sounds like the same. Like, I don't know. All you Southerners sound the same to me. Not like Southern, like not the Northerners and Southerners like in California. I'm talking about like Southerners like over here on the East Coast. Like down, like Ernie tries to be. See, there's some people that don't know Ernie well enough yet, where he changes his voice and he changes who he is depending on what he's talking about that day, who he's going to have on a panel, what race the person is. Because I remember when there was, I think it was like Duke Farrell. Yeah, he called Ernie out quick, and then Ernie got pissed. But when Duke was on it, Ernie tried to talk back, and act black. That's just he's a little pandering little bitch. He's like Hillary Clinton with the fucking bottle of hot sauce in her purse. Fucking nut. Ernie's got a lot of bitch ass liberal ways to him, but he tries to pass himself off as a fucking conservative or a fucking Republican. He's got more bitch liberal tendencies than any fucking moderate I know. You know what I mean? Any fucking anyways, forget it. Any progressive that I know, shit like that. But yeah, anyways, I don't want to get into politics. All right, let me shut up.
So,
you're good, sweetie. Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
Appreciate it.
Fuck you, Ernie. She's cooler than you.
It's time for business, May.
Look at this weirdo.
I'm all about
It's probably
business.
been coming a long time. The way the Lord works is he works in mysterious ways.
Don't put yourself up there with the Lord, Ernie. There ain't nothing godly or holy about you. You're if anything related to God or religion or spiritual, if there's anything like that about you, it's all negative. You are the slithering snake on the ground talking about, try this apple. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yes,
Old boy didn't think he was going to ever face this tonight and this morning, for sure. But
yeah, he deserves every second the way he treated you.
let's do this. Let's give people a chance. Everybody.
Let me speed this up. This fucking clown. He takes forever. He can't keep up his voice. If he talks any faster than this right now, his real voice will come out, and then you'll hear the real pitch. So he's got to slow it down, and he's got to talk deep on him, like Phil went deep in him. All right, here we go. 175.
That does not know this, and if there's more people out there,
See?
we're going to give you a minute, just a minute.
See, I speed it up, and his real voice comes out. Look, watch, and I'll slow it down. I didn't even fucking realize that until just now. Let's do this. This is kind of funny though. Look, hold on, my dumbass finger missed.
Group is probably a trigger warning or something in this video.
Absolutely.
But if you want to go, if people want to see the truth and they want to
See, I slowed it down. He sounds like he's got his fake voice on. People want to see how far I can spread my cheeks. I have a picture of myself spread across his bed for $4.99. I can send you an update every week. Let's go back to fucking 175. It's a high-pitched little bitch-ass voice now. Listen.
see what we have and what Miss May has, that's what we're going to do. If people want to see for themselves, because tonight, the chances are we're going to expose a child predator.
Yep, I believe he
Man, you're such a fucking weirdo.
absolutely, just because he doesn't have a record. And by the way, pedophilia does not mean a felon. And that's where people keep saying, how could you call him that? Well, you'll see why in these videos, why I think he is. It's my opinion, and it's a sexual trait, right?
Okay, so there you go, right there. It's her opinion. Her opinion doesn't mean it's legal or not, okay? The law isn't written on May's opinion or Ernie's opinion. Yeah, I don't want to say too much about her, okay? Because she's a woman. That's not fair. I'm not here to, go after May, okay? That's not what I'm doing. But objectively, the fucking law isn't written on May's opinion or Ernie's opinion, okay? So whatever Ernie may think is a fucking felony, or May think is a felony, is not necessarily a felony or legal or not. But I could be, saying this for no reason. I could press play right now, and she could say basically what I said. I don't know what's after this. I haven't really watched the whole thing. I was just gonna fucking freestyle that bitch. Anyways, let me shut up.
Opinion that I have. Again, I think he's attracted in ways that I can't even fathom. It's not specifically, I think, just children, but children you'll see are not safe around him. And you also see that he treats people like complete and total shit. He was able to hide this for a while because Banavades, he goes under different names. He went under Jimmernam and Misery Box. And I had no idea of his history, but there are plenty of people that do know his history.
So what we're going to do is, I've got a friend who's got some audio video equipment, and he's getting it set up right now. And we're going to do what we call voice match. We're going to voice match. Also, if you have any photos of this person, if you could send them to me. And
okay. What are you going to do, Ernie? Look, first of all, Ernie doesn't have any friends. So that's a fucking lie. And any friends that had any kind of audio equipment like that, it's probably when he was in that fucking sitting on that black couch 2 weeks ago on a casting couch. That's what he's talking about. Ernie thinks because he was on the casting couch and fluffing at it, fucking gay porn, now he's got buddies with fucking, audio equipment and shit. It's not for you to use, Ernie, like all free, do whatever you want, all willy-nilly with it. You only have access to the audio equipment if you're on set sucking dudes off. Fuck you talking about, dude? You can't just fucking call somebody up. I mean, you could hire somebody, but you ain't got no fucking money. You'd have to ask for you'd have to e-bag for that. Fuck out of here.
The email. Of course, you also have my number now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If you send them to,
I emailed you back.
I will do what we call the second identification. We will double verify this person. We will match him by his voice on anything he's ever done.
Yeah. So get ready for a fucking fake video with AI done to it from Ernie's fucking Ernie special. Get ready for that, or get ready for nothing. Either way. it'll be a fucking big nothing burger. So don't hold your fucking breath, because then you'll fucking pass out. You know what I mean? You end up fucking dying because fucking sitting there waiting for Ernie, holding your fucking breath. Then the fucking corner, they'll come in and say, what's cause of death? Fucking holding my breath for scumbag Stern. And be, oh man, not another one this week. Fucking Christ.
You'll
we will
absolutely
find out the truth. Now, here's what's good about this. Pictures is good. Screenshots is good. But video is gold, especially if it comes from the perpetrator.
There's and a trigger warning. At one point, he asks a young boy to talk to his mom, and then he says flat out, "I want to F your son in the ass." And so trigger warning to that. And also, he just talks very vulgar and disgusting. And one part in this video, there's him in his Discord and voice chat talking to kids. And this is by Vin Vader, the guy I told you earlier that he went after, the amputee.
Right.
And so this was made by him. Everyone says, oh, that's their narrative. He tells everybody it was edited. It's his voice. The children are there. You can see the lighting up of the names. Vin Vader's an older man. He's not doing that. People that were there that witnessed it, I'm sure they will find. I should share the video out because a lot of people were there for things that haven't been recorded, and they could also verify it. I mean, there's.
The fuck is that? What the fuck is that on the fucking, what is that? Who is Morbid X? Vin Vader. Oh, this is the guy with the fucking early 20s haircut with the fucking mid 50s face. The fuck? Okay, I get it. Why is there babies on there though? That's weird. Kind of looks like Ernie. Look, can you compare them? I mean, they both got the same size hands. They're probably about the same height. Ernie had them fucking bangs in front of the court, man. He was so serious about them bangs. He put fucking 14.5 ounces of fucking gel in his hair, or pill, babies, and fucking slicked that bitch forward. It looked like Cass. Yeah, Cass said it looks like a fucking barcode. It does though. It looks like a bar. It goes up. He doesn't have Apple Pay. He's got Bangs Pay. Fuck out of here, man. That shit is fucking. He is so. I mean, he is just a walking joke, man.
So many people I could tell you about. So I'll just play it. Definitely trigger warning. I'm going to forward it a little bit just to get straight to the point. But I do think you should hear Vin Vader talk. I will skip past a few parts that aren't really relevant, but I'll play it. Here we go.
Okay, thanks. Look at Ernie dancing.
Well, hello everyone. This is Vin Vader coming to you live from Canada. Anyways, today I want to do this video.
So Morbid X is dimmer now.
All you new people who are following Morbid.
It would be a fucking Canadian guy that complains about the way somebody talks to somebody. Cause I think he even goes on to say, you know, not just about how he, is this it? Because this could be the one where I caught the part. See, I went through a couple videos and I fast forwarded them, checked it out, fast forwarded them, went back, checked it out. So I'm confused and I don't know which video is which. But if this is the one that I'm thinking of, or it's a clip that I'm thinking of where in another video, but he makes a point to say, just like she just said, you know, he talks to people like, okay, like he talks to people like an asshole. He's an asshole to people. You know how many people told me I'm a fucking asshole? You know what I mean? It's not like just because somebody, that's what they do to Trump. That's what they do to Trump. They fucking go after Trump because they don't like the things he says. They don't like the way he tweets. He's a meanie. So, you know what I mean? The fuck? But, I mean, I'm not comparing Trump to Morbid. I'm just saying, you know, like what I'm saying is, you know, just because somebody says things that you don't like doesn't enhance anything. It just means that you should fucking not pay attention to that part. I mean, if you Jesus, man.
Reality, truly who he is. Now, Morbid Reality is actually Jim Nam. He started off with, first off, a podcast doing Jim Nam, which was basically Howard Stern stuff. He started a community there where a lot of people helped him, and he ended up backstabbing everybody there. Plus, also, he had a youngster in Discord there where he had cam girls who helped this show tremendously. And basically, the cam girls had to have him removed from the Discord. So the Discord had to be shut down because Jim Nam gave this 12-year-old permission to be in there. Now, there's proof of this stuff. Plus, also, Jim Nam turned on everybody in that Jim Nam podcast. Plus, also, then Jim Nam afterwards went on to basketball. He also had that 12-year-old in.
What does this stuff have to do on that? That's on the picture there. Like, it says cross-eyed. And what do those extra pictures have to do with it, though? Like, is that just supposed? Is that supposed to make us like? Is that your sales pitch? These extra little pictures up there? He's like, so what if the fucking guy's cross-eyed? Does that make him a fucking pedophile? You trying to say everybody that's cross-eyed is fucking got a pedophile? Because Ernie's eyes are a little fucked up. I don't know. You know, Ernie's more of a candidate at this point to be a pedophile than fucking Morbid is. But like I said, I don't know Morbid. I know Ernie, and Ernie does strange things. He's always doing something strange for some change.
And basically, what ended up happening, he got taken down for copyright. The NBA was informed that he was using material that they used, and also was using a lot of the sayings and descriptions that they were doing from different shows, and
So
basically calling it his.
that's not an actual picture of this guy holding that bottle, though. That bottle of Grey Goose. I mean, I could put a picture. I mean, I could put Ernie's fucking face there. He does a pose like that. If you guys are, if you're listening, don't worry about it. But if you're watching the fucking video and you're looking up at the fucking picture that's on Ernie's on the screen right now, I guess that's supposed to be morbid and on the guys. Anyways, Ernie, when he was at Predator Hunter Nation, he used to wear these what is it, Superwoman bracelets. And like he would stand there, make these poses. He thinks when he does these like arms across, like if they're not across his chest, like closed and tucked in, it's just like out there in front of him. It looks like his one arm is punching his bicep and the other one is underneath, and he thinks that's like the toughest cool guy pose ever. Especially when, man, he was feeling himself when he had that Wonder Woman bracelets on. That's it, not Superwoman, Wonder Woman. And yeah, he was feeling it. And he had a regular size watch on, right? But the watch worked so big on him because he's got little hands, such little hands. All right, so this guy's putting up things and Morbid's picture on it. Like, okay, that doesn't prove anything.
Which had him taken down very quickly. He also then started a podcast for young children, which basically brought in about 150,000 subs. He was doing very, very well. The only problem was he was being very, very inappropriate with children, playing sexual content to kids that were 7 years old and up, kind of grooming them. I'm not saying that he's a pedophile, but his behavior, talking about sexual intercourse, anal sex, things like this, will make you sick. I've got proof of that too. Plus, also, Cameron then was taken down by Illuminati in that thing because he was attacking other creators, which is a big story with him. He cannot handle anybody who has success. If they have success and they're in his channel, he goes after them. He doesn't like to be. He likes to be number one. And he'll put down people to the end of he steals. He uses others' clips. He's just a piece of shit. And you're going to see a lot of different things that this guy does. It's unbelievable. I mean, he gave out girls that are into cam girl lifestyle, gave out their actual addresses and put them into danger. One girl was actually attacked. I mean, it's just sick stuff that this guy does. He goes far, far. He's a scumbag, put it that way. He puts people's lives in danger, contacts people's real families. There's just no end to this guy. Now he's on with this morbid reality, and if you notice, he's always putting down other creators. Why can't he just create his own stuff and basically go from there? Why does he have? Because other people have success, he has to put them down and say how cruel they are to these families and how they just want a buck. Well, Jimmer, you just want a buck. That was one of my problems with you. People donated to me, and you were upset because they gave a large amount of money to me, and you felt you deserved that type of money. But anyways, also what Jimmer ended up doing is basically going against everybody that helped him, and you'll see proof of that. You're going to see the real morbid reality. He's a piece of shit. He'll turn on you in 2 seconds. Every community he's had, every
all right, dude, come on, man.
And I used to warn them, and he used to say, he'll never turn on me.
Do you know who he's describing? This is the part that I was talking about. Maybe there's another video that's it, but he is describing Ernie. Like, Ernie's probably sitting there like, oh shit, the more this guy's talking, the more they're going to see things that I've done. That's what Ernie does to people. He fucking gets mad when other people give money to other people. He gets all salty. He's always pocket watching. He's been pocket watching Nick, and he was since the beginning. Ever since she got monetized, ever since she made $1 on YouTube, he's been fucking salty. Definitely pocket watching Jimbo. He's been pocket watching Jimbo since Jimbo was promoting wrestling back in the day. Ernie tried to lie and say he was a wrestling promoter and all this shit. And Jimbo was actually like doing an event. He was there. And, one of Jimbo's guys came and said, yo, there's some guy out here said he's been wrestling and promoting up and down whatever, amateur professional wrestling route or scene that there was, in that area, like Kentucky or something like that. And Jimbo, Jimbo would know if somebody was doing that. Jimbo was in that scene. Like I said, don't forget, Ernie loves to pick subcultures and like take little pieces of actual people's lives and develop it and make it into his story, and he steals all kinds of shit. So you hear this guy talking about stealing, like this guy's talking about morbid stealing and shit. That's what Ernie does. Ernie's fucking shitting a brick right now. Like, oh, fuck, man, this guy keeps talking. They're going to fucking see me. They're going to feel me out. Fuck.
Yeah, guess what? Every one of them now basically I'm friends with because they realized I was telling the truth. They turned on it. We're talking to hundreds of people.
So you know what's also for actually, there's a lot of people in Nick's community now, in Jimbo's community, excuse me, that used to be Ernie supporters. Excuse me. There was a woman back in the day. I'm just going to say her first name. Her name's Lisa, right? And she used to be a big time Ernie supporter. And then she started to realize, oh shit, Ernie's the one that's bullshit. And she was trying to help Ernie out. Like, she got on there, she went off on Jimbo, and that was when I first came on the scene. That was when I first met anybody. And I mean, like, look, people that have been here, they know that, already. Some people don't know. Maybe they came in a little bit later. This is for people that, and now there's like other communities coming together. Like, I just want to, give some of them a little bit of a background or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of people that were in Ernie's community. And Mama T left, and then she came back. But this lady, she went to bat for Ernie. Like, she took him to fucking court. She fucking let him stay at her house for a month. Then he ended up fucking, he thought she had the house bugged, right? But I don't think that he believed Lisa had the house bugged. Tina was the one that thought Lisa had the house bugged. And this is during the time, Ernie's been homeless, couch surfing, hotel hopping, for a while. So at that point, he still had to play into Tina's bullshit. So he went along, yeah, she's got the fucking house, because he knew eventually, Lisa was going to be like, yo, you got to kick rocks. And he was going to have to go running back to Tina and Xander, which, it ended up happening. But yeah, Ernie ended up turning on this lady, saying awful things about her daughter and her daughter's fucking husband. Shit, I dropped my pen. Yeah, fucking, it's just an absolute scumbag. But this is the type of shit this he's been doing it, you know what I mean? But yeah, he ended up going back with Tina and Xander after that. And shortly after that, Xander was the one. Xander was the one that ended up saying, wait a second, Ernie, this is the same thing. You were saying this, but that's not true. Like, it was when Ernie got arrested and he was out on bail and shit. And Xander, they put their money up. They put that, people donated, but they put money up too, and they wanted their money back. And Ernie had to go to court in order for them to get their money. And then I think that's the day when Ernie went to court. He thought he was leaving. Oh man, there's been so many good times laughing at this idiot. He thought he was leaving, and there was somebody in the fucking elevator with him, and I think it was like him and Xander. And Ernie just, he tried to tell the judge, yeah, I'm taking this to trial. It was the time when Ernie got caught 4:30 in the morning walking down the highway, high on meth again. Cop stopped him, asked him what was up. Ernie told the cop he was on meth. So they took him over to the jail. I think they put him in there like for a few hours until he seen the fucking judge, and Judge ROR'd him and let him go. But Ernie told that cop he was on meth. Then he comes back and tells the judge, no, I never said that. So why would this cop risk his whole fucking career over some fucking meth head on the side of the road, over a disorderly conduct bust? You get it? Ernie thinks he's that important, and he even says it. He says it. Oh yeah, man, they were out to get me. They hate me doing what I'm doing. He's such a narcissist. It's insane. But damn, man, I'm rambling. I'm telling you, man, I could fucking go in on this dude all day long. It's so easy for me. I mean, it's funny, I don't know, man. He's such a piece of shit. The world would be a better place with less Ernie shells in them.
He's just that type of guy. Anyways, let's get on to some of these clips to show you truly what kind of a just vile guy this is. Anyways, let's go. Now, why don't we listen to how he treats victims? This is a mother who lost her child. Let's just see how he responds to her.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and play it now. Cool?
Yes, it's awesome.
Okay. I think she'll be okay. All right, so let me go ahead and make a phone call to my girlfriend. She lives in Boston. Boston.
All right, I'm out. I'm just fucking ridiculous.
Why did my great Corey die? I don't know. I wanted to just send my condolences to you. I know he just passed away this year, I guess, or last year. I don't know. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. But your son is in the basement selling his clothes. His designer clothes to make rent. Go force him to get a real job.
I don't know what the whole context is for that. Okay, I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna play that kind of stuff.
His children were there waking him up and all this stuff in a hotel.
Right, great. Where's the part where he's trying to say,
There we go. We got the potato call now.
where's the actual proof that this dude's a pedophile? Come on, man.
You guys, is it interesting to see like different generations have different thoughts about social issues and political issues? I mean, are you guys involved in any of that stuff?
So
Yo, wait a second. Wait. Is this the same guy that Ghost was saying something about the one time? Is this the same guy that Ghost was saying was that he played the one time? I think it is. I mean, I can't be sure. I remember. Yeah, I don't know, man. It could be, but I don't know, man. I didn't really watch it. I think the last time I really watched his channel was when I made an ass out of myself on his fucking panel. I was all fucking drunk, just sitting there. But yeah, I kind of, I think the guy's name was Morbid. I don't remember. It was like something the guy was saying. Okay, anyway.
Now, a lot of people are going to knock you guys and me because I have you guys on because you're young, right? You're a young generation. You guys are young kids right here on Discord, 14, someone said, and all that. You're going to put out that child pedo sort of thing because that's what they love to do. But that's pretty silly. You guys are pretty much adult about that, right? I mean, you guys are mature enough to say, hey, these are my thoughts. Don't you think because you're younger, you should have a say in these sort of issues? Anything, really? I mean, people should listen to your voice at least. I mean, are you robots or human? Are you individuals? Don't you feel like you have a say in it?
Yeah, we should have more of a
kids, so like nobody listens to us,
Yo, Wendy's talking in chat.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to bring in Shep Smith, who's a renowned reporter. Shep Smith.
Yeah, it's crazy. You guys have been a crazy couple of years here, Jimmy. Huh?
It has been. Shep Smith has been with me for a couple of years here, but don't you think it's interesting to bring everybody together and have a discussion about the various topics? Because why have just one person's view, one generation? There's no platform out there on YouTube or any.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that. Just to be real with you, I don't think that it's necessarily illegal, but it's definitely. I mean, I'm going to keep going, but I don't think it's illegal to say to a kid, but it's not good. Like, you should not be talking to that kid like that. Like, you should definitely not be saying you should have a voice. And there's a reason why kids can't fucking make decisions for themselves, like get tattoos, fucking vote, fucking, you know what I mean? There's a reason why 18, there's a reason why they have to wait until they're 18 and 21 to do certain things. And for him to have any kind of voice or anything like that and say he's okay with this, I mean, nah, dude. Nah, not when they're a kid. Nope, absolutely not. No fucking way, dude.
Anywhere. So, like social media platforms where it brings everybody together and says, hey, we have disagreements, but let's go ahead and have a conversation. Go ahead, Jeff.
I don't think that it's geared to any of that stuff. I mean, you'll probably be taken down in a week.
You're probably right. I mean, there's no freedom of speech anymore. Rasta, can I say something real quick? Yes. All right, so I want to talk to what the fuck guy just to say, and all.
There is definitely freedom of speech, but not if you go against people saying shit like allowing kids to have a voice about that kind of shit. If you're against that kind of shit, yeah, they're gonna try and shut you right the fuck down because they want to normalize all that pedophile shit. Now. He's saying something about having a conversation about it. Now, if it could be done on a platform with, like, that child's parents are aware of it and they know what's happening and this is the topic of conversation, you know what I mean? Like, if it was like a show or something like that, then I would maybe, of course the parents would have to say yeah and answer and say, what's up, there would have to be so many fucking guidelines and shit like that, man. I don't think just some dude on fucking line and that's, I don't know, late 20s, 30s, I don't know how old this guy is. I don't think he should be telling a kid that it's okay, and normalize that kind of shit. To me, I mean, you're not gonna find me fight back on that. You know what I mean? But like Ernie says, he mentions this plenty of times where he's like, oh, I just want to, whoever's against pedophilia, that's for me. Well, no shit, dude. I mean, everybody's against pedophiles. Everybody's against pedophilia. It just, like that. Of course, it's like Black Lives Matter. It's the same thing. You hear Black Lives Matter, of course they do. Who the fuck's gonna argue with that? Everybody's life matters. The fuck you talking about, man? And he's fucking, yeah. He picks such a fucking general fucking way to say, of course everybody's gonna be against pedophiles. Of course everybody's gonna not like fucking pedophilia, Ernie. That's such an easy thing. You know what I mean? It's like an easy way for him to fucking get money.
other idiots, trolls. I don't want to call you idiots. Sorry. All right. So here's the thing. Okay. I guess
So this part I'm going to skip through because unless you know what he's talking about, you're not going to get it. But I want to mainly show the kid stuff. So let's see. Just 10 hours. Yes, he told everybody that Vin Vader assaulted his granddaughters and his daughters, and he states it as fact. He admitted to lying about it. Found the Kenny video. So here he is. This was what gives me the creeps because
Okay, this is what I've been waiting for.
I dated him for a short period of time, and here's when I really started to think that
he's got
this is why he does not claim he was Misery Box. Misery Box was a channel geared towards children. This is why he hides that.
Okay, so she didn't notice before she started dating him and got a tattoo of his name on her. I mean, to me, somebody that goes and gets a tattoo of somebody's name and flies across the country to date and fuck them, you should look into shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't? Especially nowadays, the way that social media is and catfishing and fucking anybody can be anybody. Like, you know, you'd have to. But I mean, maybe, no, man. Even then, though, like, even if you think, yeah, I've hung out with them, you know, enough times online in the chat room and everything, and I've watched their channel a few times, and maybe we talked a couple times and FaceTimed on the phone. But, excuse me, until you go and hang out with them and, like, experience them in person and know some more about them, like, get a tattoo, fly across the country. I mean, look, if you're going to fly across the country just to fuck somebody, then that's what you're going to do. But, I mean, I guess it didn't go her way, and that's initially what pissed her off. And then she started finding it. Oh, let me dig and see what's. And then you know, she started going at him about something else. And now she swears, I swear to God that it's not because I'm pissed off that he rejected me, and you know, I was escorted out of the house by cops, and you know, blasted on the internet for flying out there in the first place and shit. No, it's not because of that. It's because he was a pedophile. No, because she says she didn't know none of this stuff. So now, yeah, it's because you were mad. It's because you're butthurt about the whole situation. It's not because if it was about him being a pedophile, then you wouldn't mention nothing else, and you wouldn't know. You'd be like, oh yeah, it's just this. But no. She goes on further to say he's an asshole. He does this, that, and the other. Leave all that extra shit out of it. Look how far I had to come just to get to this part. I had to listen to fucking Vin's fucking shit. I go through that. They just replay the same shit over and over again, making accusations and shit. That's why Granny was right when she said, yo, if you got this, take it somewhere. So stop sitting on the fucking on YouTube making content out of it. Or fuck, man. Do something about it. They just want to sit there and gas each other up all day. Pump each other up like Ernie's penis pump.
Will not acknowledge it. He will acknowledge he was Jimmernam. This happened during Misery Box, was when his channel was an audience towards children. He had the children in his Discord, and because I did have, you know, phone sex with this man, all that, he sounds so turned on. He's talking to a kid about a sex experience that his soundboard guy had, who is autistic, who goes by Kenny. He loves to humiliate Kenny with this story, but I'm just gonna let it play, and you guys can hear it for yourself. He's talking about sex with these kids. At least this one kid. I don't remember if there's other kids here, but you'll see.
You know, like, think about that.
Well, you guys just heard him say that this was a false narrative that I was putting out there, that he played this sex tape for Kenny, well, or for the children. I want you to listen to this tape because, you know, this tape here was with Kenny talking about his homosexual experience. No 7-year-old and up should be listening to this. And it's going to show him basically, first of all, talk with Kitty about the age group that they're catering to. And then after that, it's going to play this tape. And I really want you to listen to this tape, the language that's in it, because these are 7-year-olds and up. As parents, they shouldn't be listening to this. I'm no do-gooder or whatever, but when I heard this tape, it blew my mind that a grown man would play this for young children. Anyways, let's go to the tape.
It's been a long time, and our audience has changed since then, clearly.
Yes.
And we're talking about from 0 to 30 years old now. Before it was probably 30 years old to 65. But we're kind of like the majority of the audience listening now, tuning in, 0 to 30. So it's a different demographic, but okay, so I'll leave. Wendy, is that you? That's Wendy.
What the fuck is this, man?
This is Wendy.
Yeah, it is.
The entire time it was Wendy. Wendy, you gotta turn off your speaker. What do you mean you don't know? Did you fondle it? Did you touch it?
Did you tickle the balls?
A little bit.
Did you let it slap you around a bit in the face?
Did you ever did you ever go down on him or any of them? Yeah, I'm assuming that went down.
No, one cock.
How many cocks? One in your mouth?
One.
Was it the white one or the black one?
That was more than that.
It's a black one.
Wow. You know how many inches it was? Yeah. How many inches were that black cock?
I don't remember. It was more than 6.
Okay. Were you able to deep throat it?
I don't remember. Small time.
How long were you sucking on it?
know, maybe like 10 minutes. That's it.
10 minutes? That's it? All right. Did you swallow or did you spit?
He didn't come.
Did you taste a little bit of pre-cum?
He jerked off by himself and came. It was only 2 seconds.
On your
Did he-
chest?
Where did
No,
Yes.
on some napkins. I didn't want to taste it.
on the bar napkins?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Were you on your knees when you're sucking his cock in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you give him a pumpkin?
No.
Okay, calm down. How did it feel in your mouth?
I don't remember.
Felt good.
Did you have a gag reflex? Did you throw up a little bit or no?
No.
Did he go down on you?
Yes.
Did you jizz in his mouth?
Maybe.
Huh?
That's a yes.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. And did he swallow it or did he spit it out?
I believe so.
He swallowed it.
Oh, he swallowed it.
Okay, can we,
And you wouldn't give him the same courtesy back?
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. How
it
great.
takes longer to come. I want something.
Did you give him a hand job at least? Like a little bit of work?
Come on.
During that 10?
We're both holding it. So it was a double.
Jimmer, are you actually interested in this?
Well, are you not interested? It's an interesting story. I think. Well, I think that's the end of that soundbite for some reason. Do we have any more sound bites that we can play? That was kind of cool. It's old school, baby.
Please, God, don't.
Clint. Come on, Ganji. Pull up your old sound bites. If not, we shall convene another time. Thank you to Maddie Sarcasm, sorry. Lord Beerus, everybody for coming in here and having a good time. Appreciate that. It's always fun. See here. Transition there. There we go. And we're off, baby. I'm gonna play some music. Probably not. You know what? I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the love and support. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button on YouTube with the high for your daily Reddit video fix with peace and motherfucking love, baby.
Well, you can see he was on the Reddit channel there with the Reddit background, Reddit people that were in his Reddit chat, plus the Reddit ending. So basically, he played these for the children. He denied it, but he got caught because I did find the tape. Anyway, it just shows you what kind of a sick man he is. Now you have some calls from Ian Ellis and also from Rex, and they did a good job here with Jimmer Nam and his young audience. Anyways, listen to these calls.
So, a guy who looked down on those who are younger, Ian Ellis manager. Now you're talking to
I
them.
look down on people who are younger.
Yeah, I mean, you call people who talk to them child predators. You're speaking to
I
them.
didn't say that.
I don't know. I mean, we got a lot
I
of
said
tape
people
about
that
that.
tried to give.
All right, so I heard this one. I heard this part. Okay, I heard this part, and the part that just played. All right, so this part that's about to play, which I'm not gonna play anymore. I'm done. This is just Ernie reaching. Okay, I don't agree with a guy talking about that with a kid. Okay, it sounded to me, now, was the guy that was talking about, performing that, was that a minor? Or was there a minor also on the call, just listening to it? That's the one that was quiet. And Morbit was talking to the older guy about something that he did in the bathroom. Did I hear that right? So, granted, I would be pissed, and I wouldn't want that motherfucker talking about that shit. Well, my kid was on the phone. Well, my kid was in the show. I don't. And he goes on to say, in this thing, I think he's like this part that comes up next. He's talking to the kid, and he's like, you should have a voice and shit like that. You guys, should be able to make decisions and talk about shit like that. Which, no, the fuck, they shouldn't. They're kids for a fucking reason, and they should be fucking left kids until they fucking turn adults. Just because he says that, though, that's not, that's not something, that's not illegal to think that a kid, that would mean, okay, let me get this straight, because they're passing around books in high schools that are teaching kids how to fucking get blowjobs and shit like that. They're fucking pushing all this other fucking narrative on our fucking kids in school about people being, what is it, the term, minor attracted people. They're trying to normalize that, right? So that would mean all those fucking people, the same people, all right? Some of these people are fucking teachers, talk about this shit in school. I don't agree with that shit. You'll see me 10 times out of 10, I'll be like, yo, this fucking, and this time, same thing. Shouldn't be fucking talking about that shit, okay? I wouldn't want that shit in school. I wouldn't want my fucking kid on the goddamn fucking show listening to that. He didn't say anything to the kid, though. He didn't say anything like, yo, what's up? You trying to do something? He didn't say nothing like that. So for those people to be like, oh, he was turned on, he was into it, this, that, and the other, you're reaching. You're really reaching, okay? If you got some sort of fucking actual fucking evidence, Do something with it. Otherwise, don't be sitting here playing this fucking shit, because Ernie gets off on this kind of shit. He gets off on fucking hearing it, and then he gets off on making a fucking scene about it and going back and forth and all the fucking extra drama that comes along with it. Because they can have weeks of material and content to start plucking at people and picking at people like he's doing a fucking granny, just because she is smart enough to see through his bullshit and call him out and be like, yo, listen, dude. If you got the fucking shit that you say you got, turn it the fuck in. Why are you sitting over here just fucking bullshitting about it? Notice, he didn't do none of that shit. He didn't do none of that shit. Ernie's just getting on the scene with May and finding out the morbid situation. So from the last time Ernie geeked out and ran down the highway and fucking all freaked out and shit, okay, like, let's just say for the entire fucking year of 2023, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing but sit back, talk shit. He played nice with Nick for a little bit. He got online with Frank, told Frank, listen, I ain't that guy. That ain't me. Because he's a pussy. He knows he's a pussy. And when shit got fucking real, he knew he was going to jail soon and shit. He thought, oh man. So he went to court. I think they gave him like probation or something like that. And then he went on the run. Because he knows. He fucked up. And yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. I would never want anybody talking to my kid talking like that to my kid. He didn't say anything to the kid like, yo, what's up? You think that's cool? You want to get down with that? No, I didn't hear none of that shit. So, I mean, yeah, it's fucking shitty. It's fucking scumbag shit to do. And I wouldn't fucking want nobody talking to my kid like that. I would never fucking talk like that on the phone with kids. I don't even fucking curse around kids. Or women. Most of the time, elderly people. Sorry, I curse in front of women like a motherfucker. But, in front of kids or elderly people, I don't curse. You crazy? Fuck out of here, man. My grandma, my grandfather beat the shit out of me. You fucking heard me cursing in front of fucking, even if it was in front of women, even if they were, adult women. He'd be like, man, what the fuck's wrong with you? Smack the shit out of me. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. But do I think that's enough to charge morbid? No. I don't think anything's going to happen, just like nothing happened before. And here's the whole thing about the whole fucking investigation, all right? Ernie's running his mouth. Ernie's running his cocksucker about the fucking, some form saying, he wasn't investigated because there's no whatever form. There's always got to be a form, or there's always got to be some sort of fucking document or paper with Ernie. There's nothing's ever just straight up. And then when something is straight up, like my record, and I proved it, he shut his fucking mouth, posted it, acted like he did something. You know what I mean? He didn't do nothing but prove me right. He always twists everything, turns it, and then he's always waiting on a document, paperwork, somebody's call, some sort of thing. He don't got nobody fucking looking nobody up. He don't got nobody running no fucking names. Nobody fucking likes Ernie. Anything Ernie touches turns to shit. Nobody in any professional capacity, sorry, I'm chewing a piece of gum. Nobody in any professional capacity is going to put their fucking career on the line for some fucking crackpot conspiracy theory that Ernie's got. All right? That's where I'm at with this. Unless something else comes out that, this dude, Morbid was actually going, to meet some kids, going out for like some shit like that. To me, it just looks like, Vin Vader, with the fucking, anyways, Vin Vader, I'm getting pissed. It just seems like Vin Vader and May are hate bonding about Morbid, and they're going like, you see, he's a creep, but they're both sitting there. It didn't start out like that, you know what I mean? It wasn't initially like, yo, this dude's fucking creepy, he's a fucking pedophile. It started out, oh, he hurt my fifis. So then you started digging, then you started coming up with shit, and anybody to go along with your crackpot theory ends up fucking making it seem more legit, and then more and more people get involved in it, and then you got this fucking scumbag scamming piece of shit Ernie come along. He just sees his fucking dollar sign and trying to get some fucking clout out of it. You know what I mean? Trying to get his name back out there again, because he's been hiding. He's been running around hiding, and doing sexual favors in hotels with strange men. I'm out, man. Ernie, fuck you, shit dick. You're a fucking clown. Fucking bitch ass pussy.